My favorite iPhone cases are back. I'm not joking. I literally did not have another case on my iPhone 15 Pro Max last year than the Spigen C1 cases because of the iMac. Yes, I am a sucker for nostalgia. I am a child of the late 80s and early 90s, which means that by the time the late 90s came around with the translucent plastics and the iMacs, I was enamored. They added one this year. It is the tangerine to go along with the Bondi blue and the ruby colors. So, of course, I had to pick it up. Tangerine is clean. Very nice looking. You can see it goes great with my Desert Titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. Oh, these are for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, by the way. I do believe they have them for the iPhone 16 Pro. I'm unsure about the regular iPhones. List price is $60 for some reason. I don't know why. I've never paid $60 for one of these on Amazon right now. Link in the description, $30. And that's not a Prime Day thing. That's just $30 is just what it was price-wise on this. And I think that's $60 is a little much. I think $60 you're paying for the nostalgia at this point. I think that the $30 is the sweet spot for this because it is two-piece construction. It is pretty durable. They wear well, which I'll go over that in a moment. But so here's what you got here. They added the tangerine, which is lovely. They have also the graphite, which I didn't love it on the iMac DV 20-something years ago, so I don't love it on a I don't love it on a phone case now. I got the iMacs for the colorful, playful nature of them, so I'm going to get the cases for the same reason. So I did not get the graphite, but if you want something that still has kind of the fun of an iMac, but a little bit more muted, you can go with the graphite gray translucent version that is available as well. But this is my lineup. Literally, the first half of the year, or the second half of last year, I had the Ruby one on there, and then for all through the winter, and literally until I took a case off of my iPhone 15 Pro Max, this one was on here. So let me show you this is after a year of use, okay? So you can see, if you put them side by side, you can tell a little bit of a difference, but they don't wear, they don't get all bashed up, they don't get all discolored and disfigured. I've dropped this, I don't know how many times. I've laid it on tables, on bars, just hard surfaces, granite surfaces, marble surfaces, metal surfaces, no problems whatsoever. You drop these down, it's got a nice lip that protects the phone. It's just an overall fantastic protecting case, which is nice because usually when you get the pretty cases or the cases that pull on our heartstrings or the cases that are kind of tilted more towards nostalgia, you don't get the added protection, but it is Spigen, so you know you're going to get some protection there at least. So let's go around the new tangerine. Oh, look at how that's clean looking. That's clean looking. I like the other colors, okay? The other colors are going to get plenty of attention. This usually one around the holidays, this one during the wintertime or whatever when I'm just feeling nostalgic for the original Bondi Blue. But this is gorgeous. Really nice tangerine because you get the double whammy. You get the iMac and also the iBook kind of flavoring with this one. I like it with the Desert Titanium or the lighter backing because last year I had the blue titanium. It was a little dark. It kind of came through the back here. It just didn't quite mesh as well. So the lighter colors definitely work well. But this is not translucent here. The only translucent bit is by the Apple logo. So don't worry if you do have one of the darker models, you're not going to be missing out. It's not going to be horrible. It's not going to be coming through here. You're not going to be able to see the detail. This part is there whether you have and you can see it here. See, there's nothing coming through. You can see my finger there, but there's nothing there. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's see how they handle the cutout because that's the big difference this year. The lip is there. The buttons are fantastic. Really no concerns with that. The buttons have always been very good on these Spigen cases, so I won't have an issue there. The difference is the camera cutout this year for the camera control button, and I like the way that Spigen did it. We'll bring it closer to the camera there and get it to focus. I like that they left, it's a gradual dip, but I like the fact that they left a little space on either side. You get a good, nice travel back and forth across the entire camera control sensor. I've seen a couple cases that really try to cut it sharp, and you'd have to really kind of dig your finger in there to get the full functionality of the camera control. The camera control is dumb, okay? Not something I use, not something I'd want to use, but if you are somebody who uses it, this is a good case to get because you can kind of get your finger all the way down in there and you can use the entire bar and slide back and forth without any obstruction. So it's very important and a nice job there. And if you're like me and you don't even use the camera control, because I use my iPhone 16 Pro Max to record. So I literally go into accessibility options and turn off the camera control button. You could turn it off completely so it's not trying to read, it's not trying to go into camera mode, it's not trying to do anything if you accidentally touch it, because that was something I was doing as well. So you could turn that off. But the great thing about that is even if you turn it off, when you're making a phone call or something, this is a great way to hold your phone. Not saying that this is a slippery case. It is a hard case, so it's kind of got a little bit of slip to it. But I just love that little indentation there. Perfect area for my thumb, so I could go ahead and make phone calls with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, just to have a little bit of extra grip there. Really nice. It is two-piece construction, so you've got the plastic outer shell. Then you take this part off. It comes off. When it's on the phone, it's a lot easier to take off. But this part comes off. That's how you put it on, because you've got the more flexible inner part here that has a little bit of cushioning. Slide your phone in there. This part will flex, and then you kind of lock it and eliminate the flex and lock it back into place with the bottom part of the case. I really like that. The design is great. The nostalgia is great. There's really nothing not to like here with these Spigen C1 cases. Like I said, $30. Hopefully that's where the price stays. Don't know if there's going to be a Prime Day deal. $60 is too expensive. I think on the Spigen site they're $60, but on the Amazon link or something they're $30. It's always something bizarre. Last year was like they're giving some sort of discount code where it's like I'm back, whatever it was. There was some sort of discount code where you'd put it in and be able to order the cases for 50% off, which equated to the $30. But this year I didn't have to enter anything. It was just literally 60, and then it was 50% off at $30. But that's really the sweet spot for these. But don't be fooled by the fact that they're nice and colorful and nostalgic and all the rest of it. There's decent protection here. I put it on. It's the only case that touched my phone last year. Probably going to be the only case that touches my phone this year. Really love the Spigen quality. Really love how they hold up. They don't get all bashed and dirty and disgusting and whatever else. They really hold up well. They protect the phone. They look great even a year on. And it's just hard to not enjoy if you were a child of that time period and you remember the original iMacs. Love the fact that Spigen's coming out with different colors. Would love to see the grape one. Would love to see the lime one. Would love to see all the different colors that you have. Strawberry at some point. But listen, I'll take what you can get. We got this one that came a little bit later with the iMac. This wasn't an original color. This came with the, I don't know if it was the DV at that point, but you had the original Bondi, then you had Tangerine, then this color came later. I actually had this. This was indigo. It was indigo, and then there was ruby, and then there was the graphite DV one, which I did not like as much. I actually still have my indigo one. It's going to be part of the new set that we have downstairs here pretty soon on Steve Licious Tech. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve Licious day.